Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Sienna and I'm excited to talk to you guys today about our subtle psychic senses. Things that kind of happen to us that we treat as a mere coincidence, but it's really not. And you'll find out more if you stay tuned. As with every skill, psychic abilities get stronger over time with consistent use and practice. There may be some people out there whose skills and abilities just plopped in out of nowhere and all at once, but that's not always how it goes. And for most of us, our progress in this area shows itself slowly and in subtle little ways. In a bit, I'm going to share with you some of the weird things you might notice as your psychic abilities improve. Keep in mind that the things on this list aren't necessarily useless, although some people might think they are, and they may seem pretty random or coincidental, but there is a lot more to it than we see on the surface. So here are some of the subtle psychic senses, try saying that one 3 times fast, that you might be noticing starting to pop up in your life. Number 1, you get the feeling somebody is going to contact you before they do. You can even take this one a step further and know who it's going to be. You've probably had it before where you get this feeling somebody's going to call you and then your phone suddenly goes off. You might also experience what I call doorbell anxiety, a weird knowing that someone's coming up to the door even before you hear them walk up. You just feel like it's going to be soon. I would always get this tension. I live in an apartment now, and instead of a doorbell we have a buzzer, so I call it buzzer anxiety. I can always just tell when somebody's going to come and ring the buzzer. Number 2, you start noticing weird things about clocks, numbers, and time. It might start with a sudden weird urge to check the time, and when you do, you see matching or sequential numbers. This includes numbers like 11:11, 1:23, 5:55, things like that. Eventually, a certain set, or more than one set, of numbers will make its way into your awareness more and more often. For example, I often look at the clock to find that it is 12:34, 1234, or 3:33. You might get strangely good at guessing the time. This usually happens during exchanges like this one. Wow, we spent hours on this. What time is it now? Oh, I don't know, probably 4 o'clock or so. And then person 2 looks at their phone to see that it is in fact 3:59 turning 4 o'clock. Number 3, you start getting good at psychometry. Receiving information when you hold something. You can get flashes of information or mental images when you hold an object that belongs to somebody else. So an old object like an antique, something commonly used like keys. Things like that often carry strong residual energy from the other people who've owned them and used them. This information might come in as random faces or images popping up into your mind's eye, hearing names or words inside of your head related to the object or its owners, or maybe even an emotional or physical sensation that wasn't there before you held the object. Number 4 is when you get a weird feeling before the toaster pops, the microwave goes off, the dryer buzzes, whatever. This might be in the same vein as knowing when someone's going to contact you, and maybe it might be similar to the doorbell anxiety I was describing earlier. But this is one that you can actually really have fun with. I often like to play a game with myself where I try and figure out when something is going to happen based on the feeling that I get. Like I had mentioned earlier, doorbell anxiety, when I know somebody's coming up to the door, but I don't yet hear them walking up. So when I start to get this anxiety coming on, I try and guess how soon it will be before I hear the doorbell or the buzzer. And there we go. There are 4 good examples of subtle psychic senses that sharpen as we exercise our skills. Do you think you might be psychic? Tell me and others in the comment section about your experiences. I would love to hear it. Please remember to like and subscribe to Sienna Rose Metaphysical if you enjoyed today's video. And with that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next upload.